everyone, and welcome to my first video. I'm Elena Weaver, and today we will be doing Dollar Tree DIYs. We are going to be building for less than like $10 the Scrabble tiles that you can hang on, well, that I'm hanging on this wall right here. So I will get into what you need, how long it will take you to do this. Really, you don't need a lot of stuff, so let's get into it. Hey guys, this is everything that you're going to be needing for the Scrabble tiles. Everything here you can get pretty much at your Dollar Tree, or these are just household items that you'd have laying around the house. So the first thing I have is 3 of these wood foam boards. You can get these, I think they're $1 a piece. But I only have 4 people living in my house, so I think I need about 16 tiles, and they're going to be about 5 by 5 inches. So just measure out what you need, and I'll put right here if I need any more or if I use less. And then the next thing I'll need is a paintbrush. I actually got this set from Walmart, but I'm pretty sure I think Dollar Tree has paintbrushes and stuff. And then next, this is optional too, you'll need paint. You can paint your tiles any color that you want, or you can make them feel rustic and stuff by using like white and black to make gray and different things like that. I'm going to add a little bit of teal into mine since our whole house is basically teal and brown and gray. Next, you'll need a tape measure to measure out your foam boards. You'll need something straight. I just have a pencil box. You can do whatever, a book or anything like that. Next, I have an Exacto knife to cut the foam board. I have a pencil to mark your lines. I have a pair of scissors just in case I need them. I also have my laptop. I always have that. And then this is also optional. You can either paint your letters on the foam board, or what I'm going to do, since I have a cutting machine, which I have a Cricut, so you can buy contact paper from the Dollar Tree, and all I'm going to do is just cut out stencils for the letters so they're basically perfect. But if you're wanting the more rustic kind of decor like that, then you can easily just paint them on, but I don't trust myself enough to paint them on evenly. So yeah, that's everything. So let's get into how I do this. So now I'm just writing down the names of my family, my name, my boyfriend's name, my oldest and my youngest, Iris and Lily. And now I'm just going to be putting the names together to find out a pattern on how I want the names to be displayed. It took me a couple times to find out what works best for our names. I also wanted something that had more dimension to it and was more spacious, so it took up more space on the wall. I wanted something above and below, nothing flat on one side or the other. And finally I found out what I want to go with. I also treated this more like the actual Scrabble game, and I made sure that no letters were touching to where they didn't make a word, and everything was spaced out. If you have trouble finding out your name and what kind of pattern you want to go with, then just keep at it and you'll figure out something. So now I will be prepping my boards to cut them. I will be measuring 6 inches out with my measuring tape from the end, marking it with my pencil, measuring 6 inches down from that, marking another dot with my pencil, and then taking it back out to the edge. Now I'm taking my straight edge and just making straight lines so I know where to cut them. Now I'm taking my Exacto knife and cutting out the square. Now I am using the same square that I cut in the beginning as a tracer, so I don't have to measure each square. Once you start cutting them on both sides, the foam starts to get a little mushy, so you have to go back and clean them up with your Exacto knife. If you're like me and looking for more of a rustic look, you will enjoy this because the edges are more rough cut than they are straight. Here's what the tiles look like all spaced out and what they will look like on the wall. Okay, my paintbrush is kind of long and thin at the top. So here I have my paint. I just put a little bit of black. Since it's already black, I just kind of want to mix it in with the white a little bit till it makes gray. And then I have a little bit of blue to make almost like a wood grainy effect on it. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of my white and I'm just going to, this is just the bigger piece that I cut, just to see what kind of like technique I want. So here I am just, you know, doing the corners stuff, kind of pushing that up a little bit. And I'm going to take a little tiny bit of the black and I'm going to do the same, kind of just mix it in with it almost to where, and then when it dries down a little bit, I'm going to kind of push it a little bit to where it almost looks like a scratchiness. So like say if this was almost like galvanized metal almost. So there's that. And I'm just going to do some of the corners, some of like the insides of them, right here by the sides. And if you want to, since if you just get like, they have white and black foam board at the Dollar Tree. If you wanted to get white, you can. I just wanted to get black because I thought it would be more easier than painting it. And plus my walls are white, so I kind of wanted something to stand out a little bit more. But if you want to get white and then paint it whatever color you want to, I've seen a bunch of people do like purple, pink, really whatever matches your living room and stuff. So whatever you feel like you want to do is up to you. But see, I'm kind of making mine a little bit of corners. I might do something down here just to see, and then I'm going to add a touch of this blue, just a tiny bit, and bring it in with it. I'm not a painter at all, so for me to be doing this is a little extra, but it is what it is. I just didn't want plain black pieces of board. So there it is. I might bring it up just a bit more. And then here is where your letters are going to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint these, and I'll meet you guys back. So here the only thing I'm doing is taking my Exacto knife and just making the edges a little bit more jagged. Because like I said about 100 times in this video, I wanted the look to be more rustic and more jaggedy. Of course, you do not have to do this if you want a more clean and sophisticated kind of look. Next, I will be cutting my stencils. Like I said before, you can use the Dollar Tree letters or you can hand paint them. I will be using my Cricut. For this, I use the Cricut Sans font, and I did them about 5 inches tall, 4.5 inches wide. Pay attention to the contact paper that you get because mine was very wrinkly, so I had to hold it as my machine cut it. After each piece was cut, 16 pieces, I weeded them out to where the inside was gone and the outside was still there, just like a stencil. Hey guys! So I finished cutting out my stencils with my Cricut using the contact paper. At this point you can freehand if you want to. I scuffed up mine, made them a little bit, sorry for the noise, my daughter woke up from her nap. But you can either cut these stencils out if you have a cutter, or you can, I think the Dollar Tree has the letters and stuff like that if you want to do that. I just cut these out using my machine because it was a lot more simpler than me having to hand draw all of these. So here is an S that I had done. So now the only thing I'm going to do is just put these onto my little tiles and paint over them. And then just peel them off once they start to dry. So I'll meet you guys back. This is what the tiles look like after I paint them, and I will be back with you guys once I finish them all. This is the end product, and I couldn't be more happier. I just put them up with glue dots on the back. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a cheap tutorial on how to get these Scrabble tiles. for the Dollar Tree for under $10. So if you guys like these kind of videos, just let me know and we'll do some more Dollar Tree DIYs. Thank you guys for joining in. Don't forget to click the bell notification to get notified whenever we post more videos. And tell them don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye. Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Say it. Say bye-bye.